Stefanie Ignoffo. Yes. She's based here in Chicago, and so you probably are already familiar with her transformation. But if you have not met her yet, if you haven't heard about this transformation that completely changed her life and the lives of her family members, you are going to be as blown away as I was when I heard about it. She is a Food for Life instructor as well, and she's the founder of Plantspiration. There, I said it right. So please let's give a warm welcome for Stefanie as we kick off this Power Foods revolution. Here you go, Stefanie.
Wow, you guys, this is so exciting. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I cannot tell you how excited I am to think that I was in Dr. Neil Barnard's book. When he called me up and said, Stefanie, I want to share your story. Guys, I can't wait to share with you. So most people, when they lose a lot of weight, they come out with their fat pants. But these are my skinny pants. These are the pants that all I wanted to do was get into every time I did a diet. You guys know how that is, some of you, trying to get into those pants. Well, everything happened when I started eating these power foods, and I didn't need these anymore. I went right past them. And let me tell you a little bit about how I got here, because I didn't always look like this, and I certainly didn't always feel like this. Once again, I'm Stefanie Ignoffo, CEO and founder of Plantspiration. I'm a plant interventionist, lifestyle medicine coach, and of course, I'm really grateful to be a Food for Life instructor with the Physicians Committee. This is just amazing, and I'm honored and excited to be here. So let me tell you where it started with me. This was me before over 100 pounds ago. 100 pounds ago, I almost can't even say it. I could barely walk around with it. As a matter of fact, I couldn't. I was facing double knee replacements. I had suffered from some pretty severe acid reflux, advanced osteoarthritis, autoimmune disease, chronic fatigue, chronic illness comes with that. I wasn't feeling too happy about everything. Diverticulitis, fibrocystic breast disease, gastrointestinal disorders, high blood pressure starting at age 21, high cholesterol, irritable bowel syndrome, chronic migraines, and pancreatitis was just about to take me out. But all that changed, I'll get to that. It was what I was bringing home, but I really didn't realize that because we ate pretty healthy. We ate no red meat, except for holidays. We very rarely ate out at restaurants. So what was going on? I'm living the standard American life. I'm here with my husband, John, in this picture. We're living the standard American life. We're eating the standard American diet, and we were suffering from the standard American diseases. I mean, I thought, this is just what happens. You get older, you get sicker. But as you can see, what I was bringing home was making the difference. That's us afterwards, 150 pounds later, but we'll get more into that. And what I was bringing home for myself and my husband was also affecting my whole entire family. I thought it was hereditary that was making me sick, but what I learned is it's hereditarily what I learned to cook. So here's my son Zachary, overweight, not too happy, and I knew where his life was going because, this is hereditary is what I told. If my parents are big, I'm big, everybody's getting sick over here. I thought that getting sick was part of life. As we get older, we get bigger, we get sicker. That's not the way things have to be. This picture on the right here, where I'm lifting weights, that happened on accident. I've actually never seen myself look like that. I didn't know that this was possible. I got so excited eating plants that I was actually just on this bike lifting these weights, and my husband said, have you seen yourself lately? I was so busy looking at the front, I never looked back. This was not a protein deficiency, I can tell you that much right here. However, that was one of my biggest concerns when my daughter came home 12 years ago and said she wanted to go vegan. I actually said, this is dumb. You shouldn't do this. Where are you going to get your protein? Where are you going to get your calcium? I was that mom that was completely against it. But when she talked about the animals, how could I say no? I was a little annoyed with the vegan milk. I was a little annoyed with the Pop-Tarts and the French fries. And I actually hoped that this would soon end so we could get back to not doing this special stuff for her. But as you can see here, this was a picture of us doing, surprisingly, a 30-day Weight challenge. All I wanted was my family to be healthy. I was doing anything I could. But what I didn't realize here was, John was going into, it's emotional because I just can't believe it sometimes. John was going into what was our 9th surgery in 11 months. We were sick, like my life was about going to doctor's appointments. Now it's riding bikes. He was really sick. I had just failed a stress test. My son was not really happy. This was affecting his life very much. And my daughters were going to end up the same way because, you know, that's hereditary. It's how I learned to cook. It's how I learned to eat. It's how I learned to live. And we really weren't even eating that bad. I was following all the recommendations from the American Heart Association, from my doctor, from dietitians, from nurses, the lean meat, the cottage cheese, the skim milk, and look at where it got us. Not too far. But give us some plants and everything changed. We lost 250 pounds. So when I was worried about my daughter's health, you know, I did a little research real quick, soft forks over knives, shut the laptop and thought, it's not for me. But little did I know it was. And then I realized it was for everybody. We just didn't learn how to do it. So 250 pounds later, you know, I was doing the grocery shopping. How many of you are doing the grocery shopping? Raise your hand. Okay, this one's for you. You are in charge of what you bring home. My kids didn't have much of a say because they weren't paying for the groceries. I couldn't control what they were doing outside of the house, but I could control what I was doing in it, and it made a difference. I encourage everybody to rethink what they bring home for the grocery store and the impact that it could make. We should not be suffering from chronic disease when we should be out here riding our bikes, living life, something that I didn't even know was possible. But thanks to plants, and thanks for amazing doctors like Neil Barnard, and this whole plant revolution movement, we've been able to make so much change. Today, I now teach people that protein is in every plant, and all plants contain protein. I teach people how to do this, how to get this down, and how to give them the support that they need, because quite frankly, I don't think everybody's ready for this awesomeness. I want everybody to get out there and start eating their plants off, and if you need any help, start with Dr. Barnard's book, The Power Foods Diet, because this is exactly how I did it. I didn't have any vegan junk food, I'm just gonna say that. I'm not against it, I'm for it. But we were, back 11 years ago, eating the whole grains, the beans, the greens, the fruits, and it was awesome. We hyped it up. I hyped it up for my family, and we never looked back. So with that, I'm going to encourage everybody, hopefully inspire the plants off of you to eat your plants off. Plants may not be for everyone, but they work for everyone, and everyone has a right to know. So thank you so much, Dr. Barnard, for allowing me to share my inspiring story, because it's all I want to do, is get more people to do this with me. It's the greatest thing I've ever done. And how many of you here have been impacted by plants? Yeah. Let's keep going. Keep being the inspiration that the world needs to see. Thank you, guys.